Good morning, Giants. Welcome back. Good to see you again.
Hey,
Been a
everybody.
few days. You have a good Labor Day?
Yeah, it was laborious.
Was it?
I had to
Did you
work.
labor?
I did. It was a labor of love.
Labor of love. That's fantastic, man.
Welcome to the roof of my garage.
Yeah. we got we got books stacked so high we got to angle the camera up and away.
Yeah, it works though.
Yeah, it works. What are we talking about, dude?
We're gonna talk about what it took to get to where we're at. A lot of caffeine.
A lot of caffeine. A lot of just hanging on. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of that row, you're just like hanging on. A lot of that.
You know those videos of people on treadmills where it's too fast for them, and they're right at that edge where they're about to go,
Right?
and their legs are just pumping.
And
That's kind of us some
they're
days.
wobbly legs.
Yeah, they
Like
got
they've been
wobble
barely
legs.
coming up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think, looking back to look where we are today, it's almost like this leap of faith that things are going to turn out. It's like we got all these books sitting in your garage. All these people started following the show. We get more guests and stuff, but this stuff didn't just happen, didn't just magically appear.
no, and it usually doesn't in life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to win the lottery while I was out of town.
Did you?
No, yeah, I didn't win.
What a way. Dang, dang it, I was ready to retire.
I know. I'm gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way.
Right. Little
I,
one step in front of the other.
I was gonna ask you if you knew what the old-fashioned way was.
No, what's the old fashioned?
I don't know either.
I'd like the old fashioned, please.
Yeah, I think an old-fashioned.
Yeah. Man, good morning, Stevie. We got Stevie on.
Hi,
Good
sister.
morning. Look, we can show you. There's your face. There's your
Hey,
quote. Good to see you. Love these comments.
good eye.
That's it, guys. That's the show. Good morning, good day, and good night.
We're like the Truman Show.
Right.
In case I don't see you, it's probably trademarked, so I'm not gonna say
Right.
the whole thing.
Looking at our path, though, this is important. A lot of people look at what it takes to get what they want, and you forget about the day by day stuff that happens. I mean, we've both been working full-time jobs. I remember when we first met, and and the first idea of us working together, and that was like,
Like,
it's like,
I'm good.
no, man, I'm gonna do my thing. And then later, like, Ryan, I got this great idea. We should work together. I do that in a lot of things. Like, hey, it's my idea. But
Hey,
but
it was okay. It needed to happen that way.
yeah, think about that. When we first started, then I did that event, and you came and watched, and you're like, hey, I want to work with you. I said no, and then we came back and we started working together, and just all the things that we've done, all the Monday night meetings, the Thursday night meetings, the Sunday night meetings after work, sometimes talking through work, going and grabbing lunch and planning things out. Like
Beans and Brew was going to start charging us rent at one point.
we had the Beans and Brews app on our phone and didn't use it once
For like 8 months. Yeah.
Yeah. We could have bought that place with the coffee we drank.
I think we probably spent several $1,000s.
Yeah.
Over that time period in
Legitimate.
coffee and
with
drinks.
Exactly 0 points.
Yeah, no rewards.
Yeah, no rewards.
So if I was going to do this all over again, I would at least use my Beans and Brews card.
Giving advice to our younger selves. I watched
Yeah.
Bill and Ted the other day, the new one.
Uh-huh.
And they're all old and they're in the hospital, and younger Bill and Ted go visit old Bill and Ted in the hospital, and old Bill and Ted are like, they're such nice young boys. And that's gonna be
we were such nice young boys.
That's gonna be us, dude, going back in time. Oh, you're such good boys. Just keep going.
Yeah.
No, here's a thought, though. A thought experiment around that is like, if you were to talk to your older self, and your older self was looking back at you saying, hey, here's what I would suggest you do. Man, I wonder how you would approach life if you knew that you had to account to nobody else but your older self. That's kind of an interesting thought right there. Like, what would older self say to you? Would they be like, hey man, you wasted all that time, or dude, good job, look at what you did?
I'm hoping it would be a good job. Me
Yeah,
looking back now, I kind of look back and go, okay, I didn't know what I didn't know. Some of it we
yeah,
just didn't know.
we're just figuring it out,
Yeah, we're
right?
figuring out as we go.
Yeah,
Maybe even be. Now we're more efficient. I feel like we can move quicker. We adjust and adapt faster.
yeah, I
I would
agree.
almost, like if I could say anything is do some of that. Keep doing the one foot in front of the other.
Yeah, sometimes you don't know the path, right? Like, it's not
Hmm.
clear. And so we were reaching out to whoever we could reach out to, um, taking every action we could think of, like whatever it was. We're like, this sounds great, let's do it. And then
Yeah,
we go do it. Like, that's the thing, we just go do it.
and it
But
worked.
it will, yeah.
Some days it didn't feel like it was working,
Didn't-
and it's still a process. I mean that's truthfully, um, all we're doing is putting one foot in front of the other, working hard, being a little bit more intentional every day about our goals and dreams and what we want to accomplish, and
Yeah,
setting it out there. Right now we're working on an agent and getting these books fulfilled, and book sales,
yeah.
having our TV show, working with the League of Giants. There's so much.
It
Um,
wasn't there. It wasn't even on the horizon when we were going. Like, some of these things didn't even exist.
they
We were
didn't.
thinking, let's get this book going. Let's, create some programs, but they weren't like what they are today. The League of Giants is amazing. We got powerful people from around the world helping us grow this. The show is starting to pick up momentum. Some of the guests that we have coming on are just incredible, just powerful people. One of our guests was on Oprah, or I think she was on Oprah. She knows Oprah. How about that? But you
I
chase,
know of Oprah.
yeah, pimp that book. It's killer, Paul Cardall. We're pimping it, dude.
Good morning, Paul. We love you, buddy. Congratulations on your book too, Paul. Paul's got his book.
Yeah,
It just the pre-launch was yesterday. 11 years since he got his donor heart. So if you have a chance, look up Paul Cardall. I post a bunch of stuff of Paul's on my Facebook too, so you can go through that direction.
pimping your
And
book too, Paul. Just for
yeah,
you.
pimping the book.
Steve says you guys are doing amazing. Such a huge impact. Here's the thing. Like you just said, sometimes, some days it doesn't feel like it. But every morning I wake up, you wake up with an intention, and then we just spend that day. Like, that's it, man. Just that day is our day to go create. And so far, we've been doing pretty good with that. You're welcome, Paul. Love you, brother.
And
There's
Paul's done the same thing. He just he didn't know what he was going to do when he moved to Nashville. We talked. Sometimes Paul's a pretty good fisherman.
I thought that said how to catfish better.
Yeah, catfish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not catch them.
Accounts are you on?
Paul moved down to Nashville, didn't know a soul, and
Yeah.
just one foot in front of the other, and figured it out.
Hey, that's a great Christmas movie, right?
Yeah.
Just put one
Didn't
foot.
know a soul. Is that the name of the?
Yeah, he didn't know his soul.
He didn't know his soul.
The Christmas movie. He didn't know his soul. I was thinking too. Paul is proficient at chasing every lead. He'll go down any path to get to where he wants to go. We've been chasing every lead. We just had a contact yesterday out of LA. Just somebody that opened up just from what we're up to, and an opportunity, and who knows where it will go, but chase that lead, like, go after it. Because if you don't go after it, then it's not ever going to happen.
Yeah.
There you go. Look at that, man. Paul, you should be on the show with us. How do we
Paul,
bring you?
why are you not on right now?
Every question you don't ask is a no. Every shot you don't take is a miss, right?
Yeah. I
I
was
like
gonna
it.
say something about we had somebody in LA until they saw the backdrop of my screen and realized this is a shoestring budget kind of a deal. What's going on?
Yeah, that's funny. Like for most of this, like think
This
about
is the
that though. You're
garage.
in your garage. I'm
Yeah.
doing it out of my brother's basement bedroom, not his bedroom. That's weird. That got weird. Living with my brother now, even now I'm in my bedroom, just against a blank wall.
They wake up and you're just like in the corner with a light, just doing
Flash.
your show.
Let's see
Hey
what that
guys.
looks like. Is that even? Let's see.
Yeah, like
Hey,
that. Hey
good
guys,
morning from Wake Up with Giants.
go back to sleep.
Trying to record. Quit stomping around.
It was kind of like that though, like in a way. You know,
Yeah.
we just do what we have to do to get it done. And
Faulty internet. Like I remember Paul's video is all pixelated out in the boonies of Tennessee.
we're gonna do Paul number 2.
Paul number 2. You just go with it, man. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you have a full heart. Sometimes, like Paul, you have somebody else's heart, and it still works. You just keep
half
going.
a heart.
Half a heart. He doesn't have half a heart. He's got a whole heart.
He did have half a heart.
Yeah.
Only half his heart worked.
But yeah, that's a guy that never quit. I mean, everybody watching the show, I look at Stevie and what she's accomplishing. Just huge changes in her life. Overcoming fear one step at a time. That's what it takes. Any dream you have.
Karen, to get the heck out of here.
Yeah.
That's the clean version.
Karen, get out of here. I'll say the
please. Pretty please, Karen, exit the bus.
That's awesome. Well, it's a journey. The Giants path is an adventure. It's a journey. And it's not just you arrive at point B. It's not like teleporting, which would have been awesome.
Think, yeah, that would have been awesome. Some people look at success and they look at successful people and they think that, oh, they got lucky and oh my gosh, if I could only be them, then I would I would arrive or whatever. Truth is, usually there's a whole bunch of stuff behind the scenes that you didn't pay attention to, and they were probably working their ass off trying to get it done.
Right.
And we did.
We did.
Yeah, and we still are.
Let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
Older Ryan comes back from the future and he's talking to you. What advice does he give you today?
I think that you have to go through that journey. I think I would tell that person to keep doing what they're doing. But you're capable of so much more. You have so much potential. That there is so much inside of you left to give, that some days it's hard. Some days you're tired. You got sleepy eyes. I don't know if you can see these, but
that is a big bursted red vein you got going.
Most of the time there's some tired eyes, and I definitely have some gray growing and forehead slipping back. But I would say that, you got it too. You must be working hard.
Older Ryan? Oh, wait, yeah.
He's already see that, folks. Yeah, older Ryan. Not what's the word? I'm kind of like a 13-year-old trapped in a 40-year-old body.
Yeah, right.
Paul knows. But I would say that there's so much more that you can give and that you can do. You're capable of a lot more than you think that you are. If you stretch and you grow, that you can become that. And then from there, even you hit a pinnacle or you hit a point. There's going to be a new point or a new pinnacle, a new mountain to climb, and a new level to get to.
Yeah, that's Clint McKinnis stuff right there. Get better.
Radness talks, man.
Yeah, get better. I think mine would be the same way. First off, he'd probably like slap me, right? Like wake up, dude. Because how I was thinking about it the other day is I'm pretty intentional, but I'm way less intentional than I could be. You know, I think he'd say be even more intentional, do more. Like you just said, that's perfect. I think we'd hear the same thing. Like you can do even more than you're doing now. And I look at it like, what else could I do? You know, like what else can I do to build this? What else can we do to make it even bigger? How much more intentional can we get? And man, that's over the next little bit. It'll be interesting to come back and do this little episode again and talk about the journey even more because it's just constantly changing.
I'll recreate it with my garage.
You should take a picture of that so you can use it as a backdrop, like as
Forever.
a green filter. Yeah, you should.
Oh, that's awesome.
As a reminder.
I was gonna say you're gonna have to break into your brother's house and then
yeah,
show up.
Not weird.
Yeah.
Hey, dude.
He has guns though, so that's always a little scary. Yeah.
You know, it's amazing the things that we've gone through to get us to where we are. Every one of you that's watching the show has gone through something to get to where you are. Don't give up. That's the big thing. Don't quit. This is the only time it stops is when you quit. Just keep going, one foot in front of the other. Any other thoughts? Any other comments from anyone?
Yeah. Well, if anybody chimes in, then that's cool. But I was just, yeah, thanks, Stevie. We appreciate that for sure. It wasn't just us though, too. That's the other big theme,
Right?
Is that all along the way there was little helping hands and big helping hands and big hearts and half a hearts and all of them along the way. That
Yeah.
we even had naysayers and critics and bosses and all kinds of
Yeah.
we called it Nick started out in a corner office, but it was not the kind of corner office that you think it would be. It had a mouse in it and it was open to the whole world. You remember? See?
Yeah. I had a pad down on the door to keep the cold air out from because I was on an outside door, and the mouse was chewing away the foam at that thing like it was all shredded.
Yeah.
Off.
And the whole world could hear his conversations. So there's nothing Nick couldn't hide from anybody. Like there was nothing. It was just like this corner. And I don't know. Imagine selling, like you're doing finance work in this middle of this room or the corner, and you can hear everything. It's so loud. I don't know how you did it, man. Like I still don't know how you did it. And then it progressed, and Nick has his own amazing office. Everyone else is jealous of his office now, and yeah,
that's right. Yeah, I got a cave.
He's got a cave
out and everything. Nice. But I started out pretty at the bottom, man. I started out in the worst office and moved my way up. Dude, it's amazing what you can create with not much. You don't need much to create. I think that's awesome.
I was going to say too that there's most likely there's a whole bunch of people out there. You might not know them right now. You might not know who they are, or where they're going to come from, or how they're going to help you. You might be feeling down and like you can't do this. You can't do what you want to do. But keep searching, keep looking. We're here. We're here for other people. We talk to other people all the time and help them along their giant's journey. So
yeah,
find a tribe, find a people that you can relate to and be involved with and look back after a year and see where you're at. Put your head down and go to work.
Keep going day by day, guys. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Make sure you check out the book if you haven't done so already. And check out this awesome garb of a giant shirts. We got more coming, more designs coming. So be sure to check those out. Anyway,
if you ended up getting, because there was a bunch of people that ordered books, and there was a few that came from I think probably one particular box or one particular run that a few of the pages weren't bound correctly, and so if you go like this and your book falls out, that's probably bad. So
Yeah.
let
Not,
us know. And then,
it's
you
not
know, you can
travel
take,
size like
yeah,
Ryan says.
yeah, you can put it in your pocket at that point. And it's a little portable section. Take notes on it and then call us or message us and let us know. We'll send you another one.
Cool. Yeah, we'll work on a hoodie. I've got more designs coming, so we'll get all kinds of clothing up there. I've got my brother, who's a crazy talented artist, coming up with some cool designs for us. So I think you guys will love them. Awesome. Okay, guys, make it a giant day. We appreciate you. Love you. One foot in front of the other. We'll see you later. This is how we end our shows.
Yeah.
So professional, and cut.